Hello, my name is Victoria Marita. I go by Tori. I am sophomore, almost a junior. I had some issues when I was transferring, so it's complicated, but I'm working towards my junior year. I live in Orange County, California, and I attend ASU through Starbucks College Achievement Plan. So that's been very nice. I do everything online and on my own pace. So today we're talking about equity literacy and career goals and equity literacy. So I plan on becoming a teacher after graduating. Equity relates to the field I have chosen because teachers need to be advocates for justice. Teachers have the opportunity to help students understand differences in culture, religion, gender, and sexuality, etc. Redress biases can help stop inequities in students and future generations. So, it's important that teachers learn what kind of maybe unconscious biases we take with us, and we need to be willing to address any injustices we see on a daily basis. You know, we're going to be teaching the future people, and we need to help keep them moving forward in a direction of togetherness, of acceptance. So, race, ethnicity, geography, and national origin. I am Puerto Rican and Guatemalan. My father was actually born in Guatemala. I grew up in Orange County, California, specifically Anaheim-Fullerton area. I grew up low income, mainly Hispanic environment, so, went to school in Anaheim, went to a private school, went to a Catholic school. The majority of the student body there was Hispanic. And being a person of color, many people can relate to inequities they have experienced in their lifetime. My community was mostly Hispanic, so it felt a little uncomfortable for me to be around anything but that. I felt very out of place when I wasn't in that environment. However, equity relates to it because equity should look like everybody being comfortable with everybody. And that can start at home, and that can start in the classroom. Really being able to address things that might be uncomfortable, or maybe for me, I feel like it was something that just wasn't talked about because it was so normal, and maybe, we don't even realize that we have been so comfortable and familiar in our community that anything but that feels out of the ordinary and could feel like a culture shock almost. But religion and spirituality, like I said, I was born and raised Catholic, went to a private school for 9 years. I do not identify with that anymore, but many Hispanics I know have some sort of religion, or at least believe in God. Catholics have been in my family for generations, from Guatemala to Puerto Rico, all over the country. There are many conflicts regarding religious values in my family specifically, because some people in my family really are devout to the religion, while others are what we call Christmas and Easter churchgoers. My partner is Episcopalian, so even though I don't necessarily identify with a religion anymore, I do believe in a higher power, and I don't really practice any religion. Sometimes I do feel the need to pray. The inequities I've found in Catholicism, how it relates to me, is that I would be considered a sinner according to my Catholic faith that I had been brought up with, because I am marrying a woman, and I'm bisexual, and that's just not allowed with Catholics. So that was kind of interesting to overcome. But equity should look like, it doesn't matter if someone is Catholic or Christian, or even if they just believe in God or whatever they want to believe. It's supposed to be all about love and acceptance. So I should be accepted for who I am, regardless of decisions that maybe somebody doesn't agree with. So equity should look like acceptance, especially when it comes to religion. Gender and sexuality, like I mentioned, I am bisexual. Also consider myself pansexual or demisexual, and I am engaged to a woman. I am gender female. My pronouns are she, her. Hispanics and women. It is an unspoken rule that gender roles are very traditional in my family. Yes. My parents are very traditional. They're Hispanic. The gender roles are set, even if it's something that hasn't been talked about. We know. So Hispanic and gay/queer folks, my family is also religious and traditional, and being gay can be complicated. So marrying a woman took a while for the family to understand, but equity relates to this in so many ways. But my most recent example is when I was looking for a wedding venue with my partner, and the man showing us the venue assumed I was the bride and kept referring to the husband and where he could get ready, and he this and he that, and it was very uncomfortable. My partner standing right next to me, and we were very confused. But equity should look like unassuming. Find out about the person that's in front of you before you jump to any conclusions, and make people feel included. It's really that simple. So class and socioeconomics. This subject is tough to talk about, but my parents grew up very poor. They strived to make more for us, so we were low income for most of my childhood, but they were able to move us up to the middle class, and very proud of them. They were very proud of themselves. My mother's Democrat, my father's Republican. This relates to inequity again, because social status can be looked down upon based on your income, but equity should look like it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Everyone should be treated equal, no matter what the income is. I feel like that's very just self-explanatory, and I wish more people took it to heart. But my key takeaways, I really enjoyed reading about my classmates' experiences and their definitions of equity literacy. I struggle with retention, so it helps to discuss it with others. I enjoy reading other people's definitions because I feel like it helps me grasp the concepts easier than just reading from a textbook. So, or from an article or whatever. But it's important to reflect on equity literacy, especially when becoming an educator. We should be aware of our biases and help our students become aware so they may fight any injustices. And I love this little picture, showing what equality is and showing what equity is. And here's my reference page. And other than that, that is my project.